What if I told you it's actually really easy to write a hit song like Nirvana? In this video, I'll prove it to you by showing you just one singular technique they use to become one of the greatest rock bands of all time. But first, you need to know the secret technique Kurt uses to write hits such as Come As You Are, About a Girl, and many others. And it has nothing to do with your guitar skills. So you might be thinking, what is it? Well, to answer that, let's look at some of Nirvana's songs. Come As You Are starts off with this incredibly addictive riff, and it stays pretty much throughout the whole song. It's so iconic that when you hear it, you instantly know what song is being played. It's also the same with About a Girl. You might be wondering what the secret technique is that allowed Kurt to create these riffs from scratch. Let me show you one thing. What about this? Do they sound familiar? This is what Kurt is really good at. He's a good collector of ideas, which is what makes him such a good artist. It's our job as artists to collect good ideas. The more good ideas to collect, the better ideas to steal, which is what Kurt is so good at doing. I'm not saying to actually steal people's music, but I am saying it's time to free yourself from the chains of originality and instead give yourself space to be inspired by others and use them as influences for what you're creating. Even the James Bond theme song is a sped up version of Bad Sign, Good Signs riff.
I was born with this unlucky sneeze, and what is worse, I came into the world.
Now that you know that stealing music is Kurt's ideal path for creation, how can we use this for our own benefit? First, I want you to pick your favorite Nirvana track and drag it into your DAW. Then, I want you to name the track a reference. From here, listen to the track and note down parts of the song that you genuinely like and want in a new track of yours. This could range from arrangement, melody, chord progression, or even a particular sound. Once you've done that, simply try to copy it. In fact, it might be better if you were kind of shit at copying it. Here's an interview of Throwing Muses drummer talking about this.
Sound was also based on what we loved. Like, we wanted to be X. What I think makes a lot of great bands or music is being shitty at copying somebody else. Like, that's when it really, you end up with something new.
Being a bad copy is essentially stealing an idea from your favorite songs well. For my particular example, I really like the chord progression in Smells Like Teen Spirit. But what's the point of a sick guitar chord progression or riff when it sounds bland and boring? Kurt has a very specific guitar tone that he likes to use, and to find out what they are, we first need to look at the pedals that he has on his pedal board. After searching online, I found that in total he only uses 4 different pedals. These include Boss DS2 Turbo Distortion that goes into a Tech 21 Sansap OD distortion, an Electro Harmonics polychorus, and finally into another Electronic Harmonics small clone chorus. With that information, I managed to come up with this Ableton 12 pedal board that can help transform your guitar tone super easily. Here's what my chord progressions sound like now with my pedal board. If you're interested, the link's in the description. Now that your riff is sounding all grungy and addictive, let's hear what the track will sound like with some live acoustic drums and a bass. The thing is, you now know that stealing art is the best way to stand a chance with creating hit songs. But the bad news is that your track would still be too close to its original track. And if that happens, you might fly too close to the sun and end up being labeled as a copycat. To avoid that, you need to watch this video here, where I show you a simple system for you to still have your own unique sound while stealing from the artists that you look up to. I'll see you there.